Know where his house is.
Shouldn't have thrown away that invitation to his wedding.
Dude, he didn't invite me. That's why.
He says,
I crashed the first time.
I don't want it to be stabbed again.
I crashed into the first time. That's why he didn't invite me for the second one.
What would Ganon's wife's name be? It'd be something like gross or something.
Roast?
Yeah, gross.
Oh, I thought
What's
you
a
said
gross?
roast.
What's a gross woman name?
Roast.
It'd be like something Russian. No offense to Russian people, but
That's so crazy.
That's you're just because you say no offense doesn't mean
that you should still say it.
Nor are you forgiven.
Francis Noskovic, the Fedovinsky. There we go.
So her name's Fran.
Yeah, that's not even a bad name. We knew a
I don't
friend.
like Fran.
We knew a friend in our elementary school. She was a custodian there.
She's mean.
I know Fran
She
from
was-
a TV show.
What TV show?
What is it called, John? You know what it is. Fran.
Oh, the nanny named Fran?
Yes, thank you. The nanny.
The nanny named Fran. I don't know if we have anything else.
Okay.
So I just grabbed something.
What is that?
It's just an energy drink.
Oh, Celsius. Okay.
Blue Crush. It's a good choice for the next movie.
I guess so. Yeah, sure. Because of the blue box?
And the crush that she has, dog.
Oh. The crush that she has?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hate that movie.
Yeah, that movie. I knew you would.
Yeah, that's why we watched it. When did you watch Seven?
Huh?
When did you watch Seven?
7? Yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, I watched
Both
it
of them?
yesterday. No. I watched Mulholland Drive this morning.
Same.
Yeah. I watched
Probably
it this
why I hate
morning.
it so much.
Because you have to wake up and the first thing you do is watch that movie.
Yeah.
Just, this is trash.
It was very, yeah, it was very trash.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of a sell for the other one. I have one for this movie already, but
All right, I'm thinking of one more word for this one.
if you have a cop, just put Buddy in there.
I don't have cop.
Okay, well.
What about if you have Buddy, you just put cop in there?
I've got Chum Pal.
Yo, what?
I'm just kidding. Buddy Chum Pal.
Chum Pao?
Kung Pao?
No, never mind.
I don't
Separate
get it.
words.
Oh.
Like chum as in
Chum
yeah,
Pal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Like another synonym for friend.
I've
Chum.
never heard that.
Chum.
I've never heard. I've heard chum before.
Yeah.
I've heard pal. But I've never heard chum. Pal.
Yeah, there's separate words.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like soda pop.
Like Buddy Chum Pal.
Buddy Chum Pao.
Yeah.
Oh, pal.
Yeah.
Pal.
I thought you were
Yes.
saying pal. Like
No.
No.
Comma, commas.
Like Pal World.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Pal World. Thank you.
POW world.
PLW. VOW.
No, not that. No.
There's probably a game that's Pal World. Go Pow.
That's not the pal.
That's not the Pal.
I was thinking about. Pal right in the kisser. I do my Cellet sips before the episode.
I try to do it while I'm driving here, and it's like it's hard to think
While you're driving.
critically of it.
Well, yeah, it's hard to-
Yeah.
Multitasking while driving is a great way to
oh my gosh, I accidentally hit the microphone button.
and started recording all of our words.
Yeah. A lot of pals.
Pal or Pow?
Pow with the O.
Pow?
Pow.
Pow.
It's like P-O, ow, pow, pow.
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 I have a lame one for the next movie, but I am
Same.
ready.
Lame Cellet sip for a lame movie.
I have a guess for what your score and Albert's score is going to be for the next movie.
Yeah.
I'll write it down. somewhere. I'll send this to Nicole really quick, and then it's not changeable.
Okay. I don't know why. Oh, I guess never mind. I know why it has to be Nicole. It's like I don't know why it can't be me, but then I'll see you.
You're gonna see it or me. Nicole, did you watch either of the movies we're gonna talk about today?
Started watching Seven.
Started Seven last night, and I watched probably like an hour into it, and I had fallen asleep.
Okay.
Even though it was interesting,
Yeah.
but I was tired.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then I worked today, so when I only seen bits and pieces of Mulholland, and of course every time I went out, there was a chitty gap. So.
Yeah. Okay.
She only saw the ending then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen literally just like the first 5 minutes of the crash, and then left, came back, and then just the boobs.
Nice.
It was like interesting.
That's all you need.
Apparently, that's all you need in a movie.
That's all you need.
Okay, I've got 5 words.
5
You
words.
need one more.
I know. I don't know what it should be.
Just when we
I'm
get
gonna change
when we
the whole thing if
Well,
it's gonna be a 6.
when you get to it, just randomly
It's
insert
not
a
a
word.
5-word summary of
I
the movie.
know. I know.
Just when
If
we
it-
get to it, just insert a random word anywhere, and then we'll guess the random word. What's in the box? Oh, that's only 4.
All right, I got it. Okay, I got it.
What's in the box?
Ah.
Man.
Okay, that's all I got for the movie. That's the only thing I knew about the movie. All right, I got my words.
Okay. He is ready.
I'm
Mr.
ready.
Ropa.
Mr. Ropa.
I'm glad we finally watched this movie. It's been on my list for a while.
It's been on my list for a while too.
Yeah. I'm glad we watched Mulholland Drive too.
I actually am too.
Yeah.
I'm
Look,
not.
I know you
Well,
wouldn't be.
because I've heard of it, but heard of its like
Controversy.
not controversy. It's weirdness.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes the movie great, I guess. Anyway.
You don't know what I'm thinking.
7. Lucky number.
What?
7,
Yeah.
7.
Slots.
Oh, it's like, is that your score? Why are you saying it so early?
Yep, he knows.
Thoughts before the movie? Either of you?
I only knew the meme, the one line. That's it.
Same.
Morgan
I-
Freeman, that's it.
I didn't know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. How about you?
I only knew the line as well.
Did you
Okay.
know what was inside the box?
Yes.
Yeah, my coworker spoiled it for me literally
What?
like a week ago because I mentioned it, and he goes, "Oh, blah 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 was in there." I'm like,
What?
I'm like, I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm doing that. He goes, "Oh, I thought you had seen it. It's been like 20 plus years." I'm
I
like,
hate that guy.
There's so many.
He's
Ha-
such a bad
has he
coworker.
seen every movie? Like,
well, except for Kong Pao, he hasn't watched the good ones.
Okay.
all right, friend, coworker, not even a friend.
Are we
He's-
just gonna
he's-
have to mic him up or what?
His name is Mike.
No way. Okay,
Are we gonna have
Mike.
to mic up with the mic?
Yeah, we got the mic up on the mic.
All right.
We got an extra one.
Oh yeah. What other movie was he saying? I don't remember, but
Braveheart.
he did say Braveheart, Fight Club, Braveheart.
All these macho movies.
Yeah, maybe.
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 Maybe. All right. Well, I'm gonna get to the details. This is directed by David Fincher. Definitely a better David than the next movie. But anyway,
Okay.
tagline.
Take that back.
Tagline is "Long is the way and hard that out of hell leads up to light." I don't know if that.
Say that again.
Say it 10 times fast.
No, just one time, just regular.
Just one
speed.
time,
Okay, okay.
smoothly.
Long is the way and hard that out of hell leads up to light.
Okay.
Don't know what it means.
How long and hard. I know what that means.
I did say hard. Never mind. I was like, I didn't say hard.
I did say hard. Oh wait a second.
It has a budget estimated at $33 million. Box office worldwide of $329 million. So it's
Pretty
basically
good.
10 times its profit
Yeah,
almost.
that's really
Yeah.
good.
Release date September 22nd, 1995. A runtime of 2 hours and 7 minutes. It's rated R.
For like gore and crime stuff, and
Blood.
there's probably some nudity of some sort in there. Not like explicit, but it's you don't watch this with your kids, for sure.
It's rated R for sure.
Yeah.
Rated R movies enough for kids.
Is there any rated R movie you would show your kids? You think of?
No.
No, really? I could probably think of one, but I gotta think.
He's got it. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. I haven't thought about it. So.
Also, you forgot about what your name would have been if you remember last podcast. We asked you what would you change your name to, and you forgot to answer that.
Oh, you listened to it and I
Yeah.
never.
Yeah, you never answered. We'll come back to it later. We'll probably forget again, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. We don't really need to come back to that at all. Was I the only one that didn't? What?
I think I asked him too, but no one answered.
Oh, okay, good,
Yeah.
nice. Where did you watch it?
7?
Yeah,
Tubi.
On
Tubi, right?
Tubi.
Okay,
Yep.
just wanted
I mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah, streaming on Tubi with ads. With
I have an
ads.
ad blocker.
With
With
ads.
ads. I watched it on YouTube. They rented it, and then you probably watched it.
DVD.
You have the DVD, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay, let's go ahead and get into our 6-word summary of the movie. Sell that sip, as we like to call it.
Oh, okay.
So real quick.
Okay.
I was telling them. Well, I don't know what's getting cut out of this. Probably the whole before we started. Hopefully. Anyway, I was telling these two that I was talking to ChatGPT while watching this movie.
Yeah.
And when it finished, I asked it for a 6-word summary of the movie.
Oh.
And did you use it? Or-
I'm not using it for me.
Oh, okay,
But
but this is ChatGPT's.
this is ChatGPT's Sell That Sip.
Mm.
Justice twisted, innocent lost, evil wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I also asked them for a poetic take if you guys want to hear that.
Yeah, do it.
Sure.
Why'd you say it like that?
No, I was just listening.
He said, sure.
I'm listening.
Okay. Sin stalks shadows, wrath seals fate.
It sounded like 7 words, but it's
Sin stalks shadows, wrath seals fate.
yeah.
That's definitely 6.
It is, and it's AI, so it's probably definitely smarter than me.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Albert.
Oh.
Think you could top that?
Definitely not.
I know I didn't.
Killing society over the human experience.
Killing society over human experience.
Yeah.
That's way better than mine.
What was your 6-word the?
Society.
Oh,
I had to choose what, yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it before that? Killing
Killing
Society.
over the human experience. No society.
Killing over.
Yeah.
You could have said humanity too.
Right. I didn't want to be repetitive in the same 6 words.
Killing society the human experience.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that checks out.
Yeah.
Mine is putting the movie to the clip.
Okay.
I think mine's better than John's at
Yeah,
least.
probably.
I
Mine
hope
was
so.
pretty bad.
Mine's not great, but
At least it's not shit. Mine is to sell that shit.
sell that shit. Here we go. Freeman and Pitt buddy cop movie.
Okay. Where's the effort, guys?
But that's all you need to know. That's good. Pitt and Morgan Freeman. The according to John, that's the best 2 good-looking people in the world, and
Have I said that
What
about
did
Brad-
he? I don't think
I don't
John
think
has
I've ever
ever.
said that about Brad Pitt.
I thought we said he was good-looking.
He is good looking, but I
But-
never said he was the best good looking.
in the world.
In this movie, there's the 2 best people in this world,
in this world.
Okay.
in the 7th world.
Yeah, I could see
I
that.
guess so. Yeah. Yeah.
You got
We get the
Mr.
nice little couch scene where they're sleeping next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
great.
Yep.
Some romantic scenes. Yeah.
romantic scenes.
Yeah.
Anyway, good job, Albert.
Thanks.
You win.
Okay. Thank you.
Tell him what he won, Jesse.
You won. What's in the box? All right, you got to close your eyes. You got to close your eyes too.
I already saw it, but unless there's something else in the box.
All right, reach out your hand and just put your hand inside the box
Oh man.
and grab one.
Okay.
All right.
This feels like dried mango.
I already peeked.
You are not right. Go ahead. You ready?
Thank you, Nicole. What am I supposed to do now?
Just eat it.
Yeah.
Eat it.
That's dried mango.
I already opened my eyes once I heard Nicole say.
You like dried mango? Yeah. Yeah, I picked up a bag and I was like, these are really good, and the dogs really like them too.
Is that not too much sugar for a dog?
I don't want to give them a little piece.
Oh, okay.
It probably is. You don't want to feed them too much sugar, salt,
Yeah.
anything too fatty.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I did drop a full one yesterday, and the mom dog ate the whole thing.
Your mom puppy.
Yeah. These are really good. I can eat a whole mango just like one without the skin, just like in one go.
Yeah.
Mine is the pit. Yeah.
Duh.
No, you chop up the pit and you eat that too.
Yeah. Some people do that, dude.
No, they don't.
All right, well,
Nobody does
maybe.
that. Nobody does that.
Leave a comment below if you eat the pit of the mango.
If you're even alive at that point.
It's like a 5 out of 5.
It is so good.
I love dried mango.
Yeah.
It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite dried fruit? If you had to pick one?
I can't just think of it off the top of my head.
Banana chips are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like raisins?
No?
I love raisins. I don't know.
You don't like raisins?
Not really.
What about-
I eat them, but
What about prunes? Dried prunes. They're good for digestion. Really good.
thanks. Okay, let's go ahead and
Okay.
rate this movie out of 10 sins.
10 sins.
10 deadly sins.
I give it a 9.
A 9.
9.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, it's definitely 8 or 9. Not much to complain about. I'll give it a 9 as well.
Lucky number 999. Just don't flip it upside down
Or sideways.
or sideways.
Using is nothing.
Characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, characters. Morgan Freeman plays Somerset. Brad Pitt plays Mills. Gwyneth Paltrow plays Tracy. And Kevin Spacey plays John Doe.
John Doe.
John Doe.
And Arlie Ermy plays the captain.
Sure.
What? You don't care about him?
Don't even know who that is. Do you?
I got kind of mixed up with the captains in each movie.
Okay.
I'm just picturing the guy from Mulholland Drive.
Okay. Let's talk about the
Okay.
movie. Yeah, likes, dislikes, everything in between.
Arlie Ermy's also the drill sergeant in
No way.
um
In Kubrick's movie?
yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Good for
Full
him.
Metal Jacket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
He's a good actor in that.
Yeah, he
role.
is.
Yeah, he's great.
He stands out.
I didn't even recognize him.
What? For me, he's
Yep.
really recognizable.
Yeah,
Yeah, same with his voice.
for sure. But for some reason, he slipped through the cracks.
All right.
Sorry, I'm still chewing mango.
The guy from Scrubs, Dr. Cox, is in this movie as well.
Yes. He was
Why is his name Dr. Cox?
because that's his last
'Cause he's a
name.
dick. What do you
Oh,
mean?
I thought he was a cock surgeon or something.
No, it's just his last name.
You don't like choose your profession based off of your last name.
I mean, that's what they used to do.
You don't pretend to be a lion.
You don't know what I do in my spare time. I'm a furry, and you are too.
Hey, don't put that out there.
I no.
John was hiding that.
I already spoiled that like 2 weeks ago.
Don't out him. That's rude.
So the movie.
I really liked how it all, like, thematically came together. From beginning to end, it was really cohesive.
Was there even anything in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more.
Oh, I just like thought you
I
were
got
just.
like more
I
than
thought you were offering it to me, and then
there was nothing inside.
yeah, I was like,
You're like, what's in the box?
"What's in the box?" Why
Bro-
did we do that?
Huh?
Why didn't we do that?
I did. I
Oh.
said you're like give him what's like give him the price, and I was like what? And you're like what's the price? I'm like what's in the box?
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
Every word comes to my mouth is just kind of wah 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 to John.
Next podcast episode, definitely. Like,
It's just gonna be us two talking.
it's just gonna be like,
John's be like I need to
I'm
go to
only
the
gonna
restroom.
respond to Albert. Everything that comes to Jesse out of Jesse.
He's gonna go to the restroom and just not come back.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear him playing with the dog. Come here, girl. Come here. He's gonna come back just to say, well, this has been the podcast.
We all changed different names, and
This was the David movie. David Fincher, David Mills, the main character,
Yeah.
and David Bowie as the end credit song. This is the David. All the Davids came together on this movie.
It really did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably more Davids involved. There's probably like a costume guy or
Morgan Freeman changed his name to David for this movie.
David Freeman.
David Freeman.
Yeah.
yeah.
That actually flows really well.
Well, let's get off this David tangent.
Yeah.
So we begin with at the beginning we get Brad Pitt's transfer to Somerset's precinct. He explains it. Why did he do that again? I'm trying to remember. He just wanted to work with him, or he was
I think
pretty
he was just trying to
renowned.
move up in the world, right?
Right. He moved from a smaller town, not New York City.
Yeah.
Wanted to move up in the world. And throughout the movie, or like the first half of the movie, he's kind of put down because he's new to that precinct, but not new to the job, and that's his pushback. Is he's not a greenhorn.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing, so he says, but everyone around him doesn't believe him. Whether it's the captain or Somerset.
Yeah. Yeah. When he's just like, oh, like when Morgan Freeman says, "Oh, I don't want the case," and he's like, "Give it to me."
Yeah.
Like, no. And so he's planning to leave by the end of the week, retire, and you just know the way this movie is going, the way this case is going, that's not going to be the case, and he's interested in a way that even if he wanted to leave and he said he was going to leave, he's not going to leave because it's in his soul, it's in his heart to
Right.
do what he's been doing.
That's what everyone's around him is saying.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's trying to push back too.
Yeah, he's lying to himself. When they're on the bar, right? He says, what does Brad Pitt say? When they're talking about empathy or being empathetic, and he's acknowledging
Apathy.
Apathy.
He's being apathetic toward the world.
apathetic.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yes.
Apathetic meaning you're indifferent.
Indifferent, dismissive.
I thought that was empathy. No,
Empathy
that's different.
is-
That means you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Totally opposite thing.
Different
yeah,
words.
definitely.
But
Yeah.
then wasn't he almost applied like he felt. I'm trying to remember the exact quote, but he was saying that people are too indifferent, but he was saying Morgan Freeman was saying that he's not any different, that he's basically become that way as well, or starting to become that way.
Right. Brad Pitt's character was almost saying he's almost being hypocritical,
Yeah.
running away because he's seeing the world's apathetic and he's turning apathetic. Like
yeah.
the rest of the world's apathetic towards itself, or
Yeah.
at least New York City is.
Yeah. Okay.
And by running away, he's also
He's
by
trying
running
to
away,
separate himself from.
Brad Pitt is accusing Morgan Freeman's character of being hypocritical and running
hypocritical.
away from the world,
Yeah.
and the world being New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good scene. We get obviously 7 is the 7 deadly sins.
7 days of the week.
7 days of the week. Yeah, he's planning it out to be that long in duration, and each killing is of a person in the eyes of John Doe, who's committed one of these sins. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but there's like, what is there? There's
Sloth.
lust, greed, sloth,
Gluttony,
gluttony,
wrath.
envy.
envy. I feel like we're missing one,
Well, we're definitely.
or maybe you counted. Maybe I counted.
I feel
But
like-
anyways,
yeah.
there's 7 of them, and so each of them, he's killed them in specific ways, and also highlighted and left clues to lead to the next one to prove a point that basically humanity's not worth it. That we've gone past the point of no return, in his eyes, and the villain wins in this movie. He
Mhm.
proves his point. It reminds me of kind of like The Dark Knight, but instead of the hero conquering the villain, proving him
Mhm.
wrong, this is a story of where the hero fails and he succumbs to the seventh sin, which is wrath. And I mean, it's hard not to blame him
Yeah.
when he finds out what's in the box. Like, you can be as calm and collective in or out of the situation until you get in that terrible situation and your whole world falls apart. You don't know how you're going to react.
Mhm.
So, I wish I didn't have it spoiled for me. I wish I didn't. Oh man, somehow I've avoided watching all the videos. I've either avoided or forgotten what was in the box,
Okay.
and then now I was reminded a week before watching it.
Oh.
Oh
That
man,
sucks.
yeah.
I mean, even though it's been spoiled, like, I still think it hits pretty hard.
it does. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, there were red flags throughout the movie of her being
One of the sins.
either a sin or a target,
Yeah. Yeah.
because at least from like they were saying in the movie, John Doe doesn't. Some of them he kind of forces the characters to commit their last sin,
Yeah.
right? Especially with lust.
Lust.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
Gluttony. Probably.
gluttony part.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
No, I feel like
Well,
he's
how-
like been gluttonous for a while, right?
Well, yeah, but he was like eating at the time too.
and being forced to eat.
Yeah.
Was he being forced to eat?
Mhm.
Oh, that's why his insides were the way they were. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Dang, that's got to be a sucky way to die.
Yeah.
Well, spaghetti's pretty good, but I mean, like, but exploding from spaghetti?
Which one was it called? The one where he cut off the woman's nose?
Oh.
Pride.
There we go. That's
Pride.
the 7th one we missed. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pride.
Pride.
Yeah.
That one hurts too. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
you
She's-
can either-
She's given the choice of how to die.
Mm. I thought his wife was going to be Lust. The way that she talks to Morgan Freeman, I thought his wife was going to be Lust. For
I didn't.
some
I
reason.
didn't get that feeling from her.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
No, I mean, they moved to a new town, and so the only person that they've made contact with is Morgan Freeman's character.
Yeah.
But I think she does it, like, she interacts with Morgan Freeman's character because she kind of sees like where her husband's going going towards, where
Yeah.
he's just like so involved in his work. He doesn't really have friends. He's
Yeah.
not really
Yeah.
interacting with people. He's not really getting much like sleep and everything. So like
Yeah.
when there is a chance for him to like make a friend, she's like inviting him over like for dinner and
Yeah.
trying to.
What was the phone call then? Just a random phone call about. She just calls him randomly.
I think because she's pregnant and she doesn't really know how to.
Oh, who to vent to?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's from a position of respect and not one of lust.
The way she looked at him sometimes was kind of interesting. I don't know. Maybe I was just drawing lines where they weren't.
I mean, I saw her looking at him, but in a way of like, I hope you understand me, and I'm looking for help. Like in
I-
the diner.
Diner, dinner, a lot of different places, but maybe
I didn't
was
see
just
her.
misunderstanding that.
I didn't see her as infidelis
Yeah,
to.
maybe flirtatious a little bit, or
No.
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 Maybe that was the director's plan, or I'm just seeing something that didn't exist in his eyes. But I for some reason I thought we hadn't seen Lust up until that point, and then I knew that her head was gonna be in the box, so I just assumed we're missing the two last ones, and I think Lust was one of the last 2 or 3 or something.
It was
It was
one of
one
the
of the later ones.
I think Lust happened before Pride.
Yeah. I can't remember, but
Because after Pride is when they found, he kind of went into the department and there was blood of
oh yeah,
his blood, her
Yeah.
blood, and then the third person's
Yeah,
blood.
Pride was in the morning,
yeah,
and then John Doe comes in, gives himself up, and that's where they identify a third person's
blood on him.
blood.
yeah. So it happens all in 7 days, or is it? I feel like we get a couple.
Yep, 7 days.
killings,
Yeah,
like, in the same.
because
day.
the first 6 days it's raining. The last day,
It's not
the
raining.
last scene of the movie, it's not raining.
Okay.
More symbolism.
Yeah.
The oppression,
The oppression.
the rain, the loudness of the city.
I was gonna start singing. If you like pina coladas, getting drunk in the rain. If you like committing 7 deadly sins, I'll put your head in a box. If you like making love with sharp
Start
objects.
talking, Albert, please. What do you like about the movie, Albert?
It was I liked the characterization of Somerset throughout the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to come to terms with trying to retire and not just retire. Like his mindset is trying to separate and
detach himself.
Yeah, detach himself. He is like he's considering what the captain is saying, what Mills is saying to him after he's only been with him a couple of days at this point, and trying to drown it out, but at the end he can't. So he destroys the metronome that he's been sleeping to this whole time. So I mean, I like that characterization a lot. I still think about it, of trying to live a life that he's been attached to, but also wants to get away from, and realizing that he can't get away from it, so he's trying to try to deal with it, live in it.
Yeah. And then he tells a story when Tracy calls him
Yes.
about she asks him. This is maybe where I got confused. Maybe I got more signals about, oh, why weren't you ever married? And she was just trying maybe to be friendly and kind of circle it back to herself, or maybe. But he talks about a woman, how she got pregnant, and then they made the choice to either keep it or not keep it, and he brought it back to her. But maybe that's where I got confused. But there's good characterization, even though he's being professional. He's also trying to be comforting with this person, with his coworker's wife. So,
Yep.
because I'm assuming she has no friends as well in the city because they moved together,
She mentions that.
and so she needs someone to talk to and to vent to as well. Your spouse maybe isn't. You can't share certain things with them without getting reassurance. Maybe I need to go
Right.
about it a different way, or maybe I shouldn't tell him right now because of his work.
Yep.
Or
It would be distracting.
yeah, so
He's
it's
stressed about different stuff already.
so maybe getting a different opinions of someone who's more experienced. Maybe that's
Yeah.
the best way to go about it, as opposed to making a rash decision, or either way, because both will have consequences on his career, right? If he finds out about the baby, either way. Oh, we're having a baby just randomly. There's people who have babies and they don't show symptoms. That's pretty crazy.
Well, I mean, you could be a month through pregnancy and like not really show stuff other than missing your period, and
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is often enough where not everyone thinks they're pregnant.
Yeah. I don't know if every guy even pays attention. Like, oh, has it been a month or has it been more than a month? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
People just keep track of that. But
Mark it on my calendar real quick.
31 days.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Okay, well then.
You're not bleeding, making me the victor.
Why'd you say that?
Kung Pao.
We know where it's from. I don't know. It's got no it's got no relevance.
That was the first thing that popped into my head.
It doesn't mean you have to.
You had to say it.
She's being vulnerable in her moments with Morgan Freeman. I don't know what she's gonna make a joke about.
I always got to make a joke.
I think we made enough jokes. You could have stopped there.
But it was funny when they revealed that the subway or the train is right there.
What happened?
How they live under the subway or next to a subway.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's soothing vibrations of the subway house. Yeah, that was.
Did not expect that.
They showed us the house at 5-minute intervals.
They're really weird.
Yeah, that would suck to live near a subway or a train.
Yeah, I liked that little moment, like getting to laugh at something.
Yeah.
In the moment.
Yeah, this movie is like tense the whole time. So
yeah,
when they do,
it's a good relief.
Yeah, it's definitely a good relief.
Well, they make a joke about when they're shaving too. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, about cutting off his nipple if he gets workers' comp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, why are they shaving their chest right now? And then they put the microphone right there. I'm like, oh, okay. That's what they're doing.
You don't remember the 90s?
No.
Wiretapping?
I'd never seen movies where wiretapping was that. Usually it's like I don't know, underneath a jacket or something. But,
okay. I thought about it immediately as soon as I saw them shaving just right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have chest hair?
Nope.
No, I don't either. Do you have chest hair? We could just
2-3 strands.
We can just strap a microphone
I
now.
am pretty hairless.
Pretty hairless?
Just my legs.
Your legs are naturally like that?
Yes.
Wow. Nice legs.
What the heck, dude?
Thank you.
Wow.
You don't have to shave. You got a tattoo on your legs, but you won't. But you wouldn't have to shave.
I have some, but yeah, thanks.
Oh,
you don't have to worry
really?
about the pain of ripping off Band-Aids.
Oh, you do have some.
What you
I thought it was naked.
You sound so surprised.
I mean, from here, it does not look like there's a lot
I
of
know.
hair.
There's not. Thanks.
Perks of dating
So-
Albert.
So surprised.
Smooth legs on one side, semi-hairy on the other.
Thanks.
Should I stop making jokes now?
I mean, you can keep on making them, but it doesn't mean we're always going to keep on laughing.
Oh, I was talking to the wife.
I don't think whatever she says is going to make you stop, is it?
It might.
It might.
You're looking less attractive to her each and every joke.
It's too late.
It's too late now.
It's too late.
Kevin Spacey does a really good job in this movie. I feel like he gets maybe the last third of the movie you finally see him.
Yeah.
You get the interaction with him before he goes into his apartment, or
Yeah.
before they go into his apartment, and then he realizes what's happening. He tries to escape. He does escape, but
But is ready to kill Mills as well.
for sure, yeah, he was ready to kill both. Just
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when he knocks
Well,
him out
in the
knocks him
rain.
the head, yeah.
Right.
But why does he spare him? Oh, to make him suffer later, probably
Yeah.
part of his plan.
He changed his plans.
Yeah.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
What was he? So if he killed him there, what sin would he have been? Or was he just gonna?
He would have just been a random killing,
Just
which is
random-
probably
Yeah.
why he...
didn't do it
Yeah.
because he admired him. So it's not someone that was he considered sinful. Yeah, maybe that's goes against his principles.
Right.
What?
Part of the plan of what his magnum opus of what he's planning to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And so Kevin Spacey does a really good job. I didn't even recognize him. I haven't seen him. Well, obviously, he has a lot of
Not lately.
stuff against him right now that's
Yep.
keeping him out of the movies, which is totally understandable. But I only know him from Superman Returns and this, and I don't know what else.
House of Cards.
I have
TV
not seen House
series.
yet. I've heard of it. I've never
Yeah.
seen House of Cards.
Yeah,
Have you?
right.
No. Have you watched House
Mhm.
of Cards?
Do you watch a lot of TV?
Used to.
I used to.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did your family used to watch a lot of TV, or just mainly you?
When I was younger, we had cable. We watched a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Like I used to watch stuff like NCIS, CSI, with my mom.
All the acronym shows.
House.
House. Oh,
Yeah.
House. Yeah, I remember House.
Yeah.
A
A lot of USA Network stuff.
What about the doctor with autism? What was his Doctor Dogood? No, what was it? Doctor Good? Doctor. My parents really liked that one.
I think I know what you're talking
Osmond,
about.
the Sixth Sense kid.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
surgeon.
Don't know what you're referencing. What show is that?
I don't remember the name, but
Oh. She doesn't remember.
Oh,
the guy who played
Willy Wonka.
in Willy Wonka.
Yeah, the
Plays.
The Johnny Depp one.
The Good Doctor.
Good Doctor.
I
Yeah,
looked it up.
yeah, that's a good show.
Okay.
At least my parents thought.
Oh, that's like a newer show, isn't that not?
2017.
Okay.
It's newish.
Yeah, most of
newish.
the TV I watched was like between maybe 2000 and 2010.
Mm.
I don't really watch TV, and when I do, I binge watch stuff.
Hmm. What did you used to watch? Or what do you still watch? Game of Thrones, right? You were saying that?
That's him.
That was
Oh, it's
me.
him. That's
Yep.
him.
What was the last like actual TV show I watched? It's a valid question.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I mean,
Okay.
right now, actually, I'm watching The Bear.
The Bear.
Oh.
Is that Hulu? Is that good?
Yep.
Yeah, it's so
Yes, it is.
good.
Who stars in that?
It's mostly
Unknown.
less known actors.
The
There's
main actor is also in Shameless.
Oh. Who? Lip?
Yeah,
He's a good actor. Wasn't he in the kitchen show too?
that's The Bear.
Oh, that's the Bear.
yes. The Bear is the kitchen show.
It's a cooking show.
I thought I was thinking of like a hunting show or something. The Bear.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Have you seen The Bear then?
No,
Oh,
I have not.
you just know it as the kitchen show.
They should just call it the Black Bear Diner, but that's a restaurant, so we can't do that. But that does look interesting, just because the actor is really good.
Yeah, he's really good in this too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Shameless, so.
No.
Mm-mm.
I've seen a couple seasons with you. Yeah. Yeah. That show bugs me a lot, but
But the first season of The Bear is good.
okay.
I like it
I'm
a lot.
on season 3. Season 4 comes out later this year, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, they
Yeah.
were filming the first 2 seasons like during almost the height of COVID, so it was a lot of hurdles to jump through, but
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah. Awesome.
I have
Oh,
mixed
that's good.
feelings about the 3rd season, but I like the first one a lot.
Yeah. Probably a show I'll never get to.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're 20-minute episodes or 30-minute episodes, so at least they're not long.
Yeah.
I also tried watching that the feudal Japan one.
Yes. I know what you're talking about.
Hulu?
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Oh, the last TV show I watched was probably Daredevil when we watched the 3 episodes.
Yeah, but that's 3 episodes.
And there's a new season out right now.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? No,
Mm.
never mind.
I don't have Disney
I don't
Plus.
know why I asked you.
My sister was like, "Oh, you can watch this show on Disney Plus." I'm like, "I don't have Disney Plus." She goes, "Oh yeah."
Shogun, that's the one.
Showman?
Shogun.
Shogun.
Shogun. Okay.
What'd you like about this movie, John?
What movie? What movie was that?
7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I personally really like Brad Pitt in this movie.
Yeah.
I actually like all 3 of the main that we talked about: Freeman, Pitt, and
Spacey.
Spacey. Yeah. The dynamic between Freeman and Brad Pitt's character are awesome.
Yeah.
They come from like different, like opposite end on the spectrum of everything.
Yeah.
Different parts of their career. One's trying to like climb and make a difference in the world, and the other's ready to just be done with it. And
Yeah.
in a way, he's just like protecting. Somerset's just protecting Mills and
Yep.
trying to like. he's not ready for this type of case. Like, don't get involved. And
he was right. He was right.
He was definitely right. Their demeanors throughout the movie. Mills starts off as like wanting to prove himself, and as the case goes on, and he gets more and more impatient, and it causes him to make like really dumb decisions.
Really bad decisions. Kicking the door in. Yeah.
He's trying to impress Somerset, and I can see Somerset being impressed in some places, like when Mills comes back to him being more read than he was before, reading different verses and books and the Bible.
Cliff notes and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, listening to Cliff Notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just how different they are and how they tackle each of the murders and their perspectives on how everything is going.
Yep.
Is probably the best thing in the movie.
Yeah.
The interaction between Mills and John Doe at the end, where John Doe's just like taunting him the whole time, basically, in his most awkwardest voice ever. Like, it's pretty.
I like the framing of that because they have the metal grate
in between
them. And the camera is on either side, trying to, like, with the metal grate in the middle.
Yeah.
And then when it goes to Somerset, he's just shown as the passenger. As the driver.
Yeah.
And not behind bars.
Yeah. That's good symbolism right there.
Yeah. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not really a lot to complain about in this movie. I don't know exactly why I didn't give it a 10. Just it won't like it will stick in my mind, but it's not going to be something I go back to like every so often.
Just reading all the trivia on some of it makes me want to go back and watch certain scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The details.
Yeah, because you can kind of see John Doe's character in the background of the leather shop.
Leather shop?
Yeah, he's outside looking in while they're talking to the owner.
Interesting. Yeah.
He's kind of got the face shape and the like fake glasses or something.
Yeah.
An umbrella.
There's small details like that.
Yeah.
I have bought a copy, and sometimes when they release DVDs or Blu-rays, when they re-release them, they release them as bare like skeleton DVDs, so it's just the movie, the scene selection, and then the audio like subtitles.
Yep.
No other special features. So I feel like I need to get a version of this that has commentary or behind the scenes
bonus features.
Yeah. This one would be a good one to do. But unfortunately, I went to Azia and I bought the only one that was available.
Yeah.
And that was the cheapest option.
Yeah.
Compared to
nothing extra.
Nothing extra. So,
any other trivia that you were thinking of, John?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I only kind of glanced at it, but just, I feel like in this movie there's probably going to be more in the background than...
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of clues you can look for now that you've seen the main characters interact.
Yeah.
Even though like I knew the spoiler and what happens at the end, I definitely was just mostly invested in everything leading up to it.
Yeah.
Right. I'd probably, if anything, I would rewatch is the beginning, where you kind of see like someone cutting off his fingertips, and it's the main antagonist, and that was interesting. Now that I have more context and trying to see what else is in the background of the opening credits.
Yeah.
A lot of details.
Yeah, I feel like there's details that I missed, but it's not like a lot of details that change how you view things completely. Like there's some movies that will do that.
Yeah.
This one's just kind of like, oh, there's a couple things that we missed here and there, but it's not like, oh, like that was something you could have seen like a mile away from this.
Yeah, they're not flat out telling you what the movie's about, but it's like things connecting other things together. Yeah. That make it interesting on a rewatch.
Yeah, and maybe that's what makes it good, because sometimes when there's a big twist, it feels cliche that it's a big twist and they were planning. The director had planned it a certain way, and
Right.
but this is just kind of natural and free flowing, and it's not like you can't spin it in a way.
This would have been a great movie to watch, like
Theaters?
when it first came out. Yeah,
Yeah.
before all the spoilers were.
Well, I'm lucky that, but
When did you watch? What was your first time watching it?
last week.
Oh.
Yeah.
But even
But I didn't have any spoilers. Like I only heard that phrase, but I did not. I have
No,
no
yeah.
idea what it's about.
I think between like the two of us, though, we definitely watch a lot of like movie related content.
I
and-
stopped recently. I don't want to
Yeah.
spoil stuff.
That I avoid that stuff on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, I only watch that stuff after I've
After
seen the movie.
movies, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a point in time, probably like 10 years ago, when I was watching like a lot of Watch Mojo and a lot of like top 10 lists, a lot of
Yeah.
like, oh, missing details from this movie or cinema sins, and
Yeah.
that spoils a lot of movies if you just watch those type of videos.
But it's also easier to do that than actually watch the movies at times.
Yeah, especially when you're younger and at the time, if you didn't have a job or you had it working part time and you didn't have money for movies. So
My dad might have borrowed a lot of movies.
anything
So,
else?
favorite character is probably John Doe.
I think either him or Morgan Freeman. But like you said, Brad Pitt has really good moments in here as well.
Yeah.
But just the ending of John Doe completing his wishes, his mission, it is surprising because you felt like these two respectable detectives.
Was the Thanos before Thanos.
This is the Thanos before Thanos.
That's crazy.
He's bald, but he just wasn't purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably a good 2 feet shorter.
Probably like 4 feet
Oh, yeah,
shorter.
maybe.
Like 1,000 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like the Dark Knight's almost opposite of the ending of Batman overcoming the Joker, unstoppable force moving or not moving an immovable object. That was hard to say right there for whatever reason. But this one side obviously wins. I guess in the Dark Knight, Batman wins, but he also doesn't because Harvey Dent is his collateral damage.
Yeah.
So in both ways, the main hero loses something, but then Batman even blames himself. So I guess in the same sense, it's the same result, but Batman does it for a noble reason as opposed to Brad Pitt's character, who's just doing it out of emotional
Right.
wrath, control.
rage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
The conversation, Somerset and Mills' conversation about whether they shot anyone was pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember when they're writing to one of the crime scenes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But during this case, he pulls out his gun a couple of times because the situation's
Call
for
it. Yeah.
that, yeah.
He's got somebody else pointing a gun at him.
yeah.
But
They
he still does not fire a shot in the
he
movie.
doesn't fire a shot, but he's ready to take action
Yeah.
if needed, which always a tricky situation. Always tricky situation.
Now I'm trying to remember if there was trivia about how many shots Mills shot in the movie. If
7.
it was 7, I think.
I don't know. Probably.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
that
trying to.
Thematically, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
Mhm.
I'm glad that we're starting to watch some of like the movies we've been kind of missing out on.
Mm-hmm.
The last 3?
Yeah.
have been
Braveheart.
Pretty,
I've seen Braveheart.
yeah.
Yeah. Fight
Yeah.
Club. I'm glad you guys watched that.
Yeah. This one.
Yep.
Mulholland Drive is number 4. Like, there's so many. There's
From-
so many movies that we've been missing out. If you don't like it or you do like
But
it,
still,
I
it's
mean,
an artsy thing that has been in cultural zeitgeist. John, come on. I'm not saying it's supposed to be good. I'm just saying.
some people really like this movie. Other people
This
don't.
movie, yeah.
It just depends on your taste.
This movie? Or
Uh,
are you talking about next movie?
next movie. Next movie.
I've read people not liking this movie 7 for different reasons.
Interesting. Why
Yeah.
would that be the case?
They don't like the commentary of what it's trying to say
Yeah.
about society
Society.
and human experience, and sinning and how apathetic we could be or should be?
I feel like after COVID, people have gotten more apathetic just because of disconnect. Maybe I've been part of that, but I feel like people aren't neighborly as much anymore in certain neighborhoods.
I've gotten that feeling way before COVID.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like COVID amplified it.
Maybe amplified it, but it started before.
Probably, yeah. Maybe just with the evolution of cell phones technology, TV on demand, stuff like that.
That's where I associate it with social media rising.
Yeah.
Not forced isolation.
Yeah. But there's a aspect to that too with not being able to see people's face, the social distancing, curfew, like that has a psychological effect on people as well as children. I think children that grew up during COVID times are going to have some, I'm not going to say disabilities, but they're going to have some thing that held them back a little bit.
Yeah, setbacks of how you
develop and
interact with
socially.
other kids. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like that had an effect. Maybe
But
grew out of that.
But even in, not even as commentary today, but commentary back then.
Yeah.
Like I think they say in the movie, Somerset says when, like women are trained to yell fire, not help, in times of distress.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's something back late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s.
Yeah.
Even back then, before social media.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just human society in general.
I've heard, I don't know if this is true or if it's just stories, but people calling to emergency services, police or something, and they ask for help for domestic
abuse
events, abuse.
Uh-huh.
Or they, and then the police will disregard it, or they'll say that they don't have anyone in the area. But then when you call for a different reason, a more severe reason, and you lie and kind of like yelling fire in a way, the police, there's all of a sudden there's someone there to help.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that was anecdotal. That's anecdotal, right?
Anecdotal.
Anecdotal.
Yeah.
Anecdotal is my new word. Or if that was maybe just something that's starting to occur more. I don't know. That was something I heard years and years ago. I don't know how much truth or validity that is, but I could see that happening.
Yeah.
You need to say a different reason as opposed to there's
and it also depends on how you sound over the phone. If you sound male, if you sound male and you're reporting a case of domestic abuse from your wife, it's different from
as opposed to a woman.
The other way around.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're Wimp Low, then I'd better go over there to help Wimp.
Yeah.
You see, he'll.
Alrighty, well then, this has been the Legendary Sid podcast. So I'm not even gonna do anything else.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything else to say about this movie?
No, I'm good.
Your favorite character?
I think Somerset. I'm just wondering why we're not giving it a 10 or 11.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
Or I guess a 9 in your case, or I don't know.
I'm like a 8 or 9. I'm not sure.
But I'm wondering, what are we feeling collectively that we're not? Like, we're not saying too much about the movie because we feel like it's all pretty good. But like, what is it that we don't like? We think because I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
Is it pacing? Is it? Are we missing something? Is there too much of something else?
Maybe we're missing something. Maybe. Or maybe it was just a situation where it's been out for 20 years. We've built this up in our head.
Yeah.
And we're expecting a 10 or 11.
Maybe.
And it's a 9. And we just dropped it to a 9. And really, honestly, it's probably just a perfect movie. And
I mean, I don't think it's perfect, but
I think for me it's the what leads up to the twist is like,
right.
If he's been planning this out for a while and he's enacting these killings, like how far in advance has he been planning it
Right.
to get the perfect person he's envious of?
Yeah.
And
Do you think he gives himself up too soon or easily? Or do you think
No,
he?
he's the last two sins are in the
Yeah,
car with
or-
him. So
But did he? When did he decide that? Did he decide that?
yeah, that's my problem.
All right. Maybe it's too soon. Like, or it's
It's definitely not too soon
He-
because
pivots really quickly. We don't know why, of course. Well, we can guess why. It's that he's been found, and he can't. Maybe he can't go back to that apartment to collect stuff or document it because he has been documenting it.
yeah,
I don't think that's either like the
That's
case either.
Yeah,
You know.
He's even saying like you guys only caught me because
I allowed myself to
I
get
allowed
caught.
myself to get caught.
Right.
Yeah,
So does he start being the envy part of the seven sins only at the end, or did he expect to be envy because he expected a cop that he could be envious of?
wasn't he over the phone telling him he was envious of him already? So
But is that before he started
When did
committing,
he plan that part? Is
or did he plan
I
it?
think Morgan Freeman was going to be the choice if it weren't Brad Pitt's wife being the crux of.
What would he envy of Somerset?
Um,
He doesn't have a wife or family.
just his ability to commit to a lifestyle.
I feel John Doe is really ready to commit to anything if he's ready to cut off his fingertips every other day.
Yeah.
So
But
I
most
think
people.
I don't think there's anything of.
maybe his ability to be apathetic to the world?
I mean,
I don't know if that's a good
I
thing.
feel John
it's
Doe
not a
would
good
not.
thing, but he could be envious of it because he sees like how bad the world is like starting.
Maybe
I don't know. What is Brad Pitt's Oh, sin, but he's envious of him, or it's wrath, but
John Doe's envious of Mill's family, his position, his family to be, I guess, because he only really learns about Mill's, days ahead.
I feel like he alludes to like Somerset when he talks about how there's like it's just easier to like see a sin on every corner than
All right,
anything else and look the other way.
Yeah.
but I feel with Somerset that's more internalized than something he talks about with other people.
Maybe. I do feel like it's just the last part of the movie that
Yeah,
doesn't really line up the best.
it doesn't flow as well as the rest of the movie, but I mean it lines up with John Doe being found out and he has to change plans. He can't go back to where he was planning everything.
Yeah.
His 20,000 books or something in there, writing every thought, all his pictures that he's been taking, planning.
It's a lot of writing.
Yeah.
Maybe upon revisiting, it'll be higher. Oh, who knows?
Jugs and plugs.
Jugs and plugs.
Jugs and plugs.
Subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube,
All of them.
where we get your podcasts.
Wherever.
Like, share, comment. Any questions?
No?
What's in your box?
Okay. What'd you think about the movie?
Wallet?
What's in your...
money
This has
box.
been the Legendary Sip Podcast, and join us next time for Mulholland Drive.
Mahogany.
Will this be the sip we've been looking for?
Yes.
No.
Mulholland Drive.
Dude,
Bye.
you guys like mystery movies? That's a mystery movie.
It's a dumb movie.
It's a dumb movie.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.